Hello, my crafty crew. Me, Aunt Vicky, Aunt Vicky's Craft Corner. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to have fun today. Today's episode is going to be two projects. One is I'm going to take an old picture frame and I'm going to turn it into an antique mirror that I'm going to hang above my fireplace. And another is a wooden box that I'm going to just make over into a different style for either a planter or a display box. I'm not sure yet. They're two simple, easy, affordable projects that I have thrifted. Let's get started. Now that I'm outside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some vinegar and water and spray my glass. Then I'm going to take my looking glass paint. I'm going to give it a spray. Let me go ahead and finish this. Now that I have one coat on it, I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to blot it. Just blot. Such as this, to get the water off. I'm trying to make a vintage mirror. Now, let's let this dry. Now that that coat is dry, I'm going to add a little bit more vinegar and water and put a thicker coat on it. Now that I have it painted, as you can see it looks kind of vintagey. I am going to take my black foam board and I am going to trace the shape of my glass. Okay. I'm now going to cut this out. Be very careful, don't cut yourself. All right. It should be like this. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to take my frame that I have. I think this looks kind of vintage. Take my gold rubbing buff. Make sure there's no dust. Now, I'm just going to apply the rubbing buff. Just on the textured areas. So it starts looking like this. Okay. Now, let's turn this over. Let's take my glass, turn it over, place it inside the frame. Okay, now take my sticker off my foam board, place that inside. Get the back. Now, I am going to take some craft paper and I am going to cover the back. Just like this. Cut this off. And trim it. First, let's trace it. Now, let's trim this off. Okay, now let's turn this back over. See if I can get these out. There we go. We'll take a glue stick. Now, I've got my glue stick. And I'm going to put glue around the edges. Do half and then I'll do the other half. Let's take this, place it down. And smooth it out. Now we need a hanging system. Okay, I'm going to use these little D-rings. And I'm going to measure to see where I want them. Let's go 2 inches in. And that should be it. 2 inches. 2 inches. Now, let me get my screwdriver. I'm going to place it where I want it, which will be on the 2-inch mark. I'll place it and then screw it in. And there you have it. For this project, I'm going to take this wooden box with these rose knobs on it, and I'm going to paint it with some white chalk paint. First, let's take off the knobs. Now let's wipe it down. It has some crackle paint on it. I think I'll sand it just a little bit. Just to get this image off. Okay, wipe it off. and start painting. White goes with everything. I think I'll put this in my bathroom. If you can't find a box like this, try to make one. They're pretty easy to make. I just happened to find this at Goodwill a couple of months ago, and it's been sitting in my stash of stuff. And I think it's time I start using my stash instead of just going out and buying. Don't get me wrong, I love to thrift, and I'll probably go back very soon. I think I want it to look kind of rustic, beat up. Let's get the rim. Okay, let's dry it. I think what I may do is just paint it white and paint these gray. Or maybe gold. I may paint them gold. We'll see. Now I'm going to set this aside and let it finish drying. Take some gold paint and a paintbrush. And I'm going to paint my knobs. This may take a few coats. See the difference? I'll let that dry a little bit before I do the back, and I'm going to do the front of this one. Now let's take this brush. We'll do a dry brush of gold. And if it gets to be too much, you can always take your chalk paint and go over it and kind of tone it down. See? Can you see? Now, let's take a little bit of the white chalk paint, just a little, and lightly go over it just to tone down that gold just a little bit. I don't want it to be too glaring. want any harshness in it. Just go over and tone down whatever you feel you need to. Right there. Now, I'm going to take my gold paint and I'm going to go around the rim. Now, let's put our knobs on. Right. Okay. Now, let's get the other one on. Can you see the difference in it now? Now, I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to seal in the knobs. Just because I don't want the paint to come off. It's still drying. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this foam and my knife, and I'm going to cut it. Put it inside. Trim it to fit. And just a little bit of this off. Okay, just a little bit more. Now, I think I want to use the whole little thing. Now, I won't need that piece. Now, I have these fern pieces that I'm going to stick into my box. Just wherever I think they look right. I want it to look pretty full. Different kinds. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed these two simple projects that I made over today from Thrifted Items. The ferns I had gotten years and years and years ago at Walmart when they were on clearance for $0.10 a bunch, and I think I probably got 30 or 40 bunches of them. So I haven't found anything to use them for until now, and now I think I like what I've done with them. So don't forget to go out to those thrift stores, hit clearances, hit yard sales, whatever the case may be. Try to find items to repurpose and make over. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, to comment below with things you want to see me make, repurpose, whatever it may be, and share this video. It really helps me out to reach other people. That's my passion. Until next time, have a nice day. Bye.